Hi everyone, it's Ashley at Tea Garden Paper Crafts, and welcome to week 3 of Junk Journal Journey 2025. This week we are doing mini folios. So we'll take a look at this week's kit, and I'm going to make this a fairly short video. I already kind of pre-planned what I wanted to do for this week so we don't take up too much time. So this week for the mini folios, we have an envelope with a card, another envelope here with 3 postcards. We have this style here with the pockets and the matching cards. And then we have a couple background pages. This is the background page I used for most of mine because it's a nice light background for writing on. I did not use this one this week, but I figured this would be a fun one to include for if you wanted to print this as a background for something, or if you wanted to keep this for a journal page in the future, because remember, all of these kits will build upon each other for the following weeks. And then we have some fussy cuts, along with some labels and some faux tape. So I'll set those aside. I pre-cut, once again, I pre-cut everything. So these are the fussy cuts and stuff, everything inked, ready to go. And then I already kind of pre-planned. So this week we really only have to glue. So we'll start with the mini folio. You're going to want to fold it here and here along those lines and use your scoreboard or your ruler. Last week's video I showed you how to fold on a line without using a scoreboard. And I printed on the back of mine one of the papers from the week 1 kit because when this is folded up, it'll be like that. I'm probably going to glue mine into the journal so you won't see this part here. But you could absolutely print it. You could print anything on this background. The nice thing about the folio too is you could also say you wanted this to be your outside, and then you could print something plain here and also have that for writing space. You can use any paper you wish and fold this either direction. It's just whatever side you want to glue your pockets to. So then I also printed that paper on the back of this, so that's going to be the inside of mine. Whereas you could also have this side and make this side plain for writing, however you want to do it. Lots of options, just depends on which way you print it. So these are going to be here. So let's go ahead and let's glue in the pockets first. Let me set aside my stuff here that I put together for how I want to decorate my pockets. So these pockets here, we're going to glue along the edges. So let me get my glue here. I'm almost out of my Fabri-Fix. My new one should be here today. So for these pockets, they go up like this and then down towards the outside. We're just going to put a nice, again, an out glue, little bead of glue. That wasn't very straight. That's all right. There we go. Put a nice little bead of glue there. Set my glue aside. And then I'm not going to glue mine exactly down to the bottom because there's a little bit of space on the edges here as well. Swish out any extra glue, rub that away. I apologize if you can hear my daughter upstairs. All right, so then that'd be our first one, and this will go in that pocket. I'm not going to put it in there, though, until after my pockets have dried. So then we'll do the same thing for our other 2 pockets here. For this folio, we're going to glue this down. Glue along the edges. And I'm going to do my best to kind of try to line it up with the other pocket so that they kind of do that nice little line, and then just push it down. Try to rub away the excess glue. And then my last one here, and then we'll decorate the pockets. I'm not going to decorate the journaling cards that go in, or the tags, whichever you want to call them. It's not going to decorate the cards that go in here because I want it to sit nice and flat. and I don't want to bulk it up too much by adding too much decoration to it, but I do want to decorate these pockets since they're plain. So I've gotten my stuff together here. I want to use this butterfly on this pocket, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue because I'm going to leave it hanging over. Oops, sorry, out of focus there. Because I want to leave my butterfly hanging over, I'm going to just glue part of the way because I want it to kind of hang up like that. And then I'm going to use one of the fussy cuts from this week, this cute little tree. And I also printed on the back of my fussy cuts because some of them were big enough that you could actually use them as tags. That was my intention, was that some of the trees could be tags, which I thought would be really cute. I'm going to put my little tree down, or shrub, I guess. That would be more of a shrub than a tree. And then I will put my little notes. I overglued that a little bit, rub off some of that excess glue. Okay, I'm going to put my notes here. And then for the last one, I'm going to take this cute little mushroom, and this is why I wanted my butterfly hanging over, because I'm going to put my cute little mushroom here and then make it look like it's taped in. So I'm going to glue just part of the mushroom cap and then the stem. And these are just some of the ways that you can decorate these. There are tons of stuff, tons of options in the kit. So far, with this being week 3, if you have the other 2 weeks kits, there are tons of different options, or you could pull things from your stash, whatever suits your fancy. So there we go. So that is that one decorated. And then once it's dry, I will put my cards in there, but I'm not going to do that now because it's wet and I don't want them to stick into it. But once those cards are in, this can be folded up, and you can either glue this directly into a journal or you can clip it in with a paper clip, whichever one suits you. So let's work on our next one here. So I've got a couple here. So let's work on this one here, which is this envelope with this card. So I printed, again, the plain background because I wanted to be able to write on the back of this card. And because you're not going to see much of the inside of this envelope, I didn't want to do anything that would take away from the mushrooms. So again, I just scored on these 2 lines here, and this one folded and inked. And then I also inked the edge of one of the sides. And that's because when you fold it back like this, you do see a little bit of it there, and I didn't want it to be uninked. I like the look of it. And then we're going to take this and we're just going to glue it here. So we're going to, because there's a little bit of overlap, I'm going to glue along one edge here and this flap. So let's go ahead and do that first. I don't have to be super exact with this one. I just want to make sure I get it all the way to both edges. And without gluing, you don't want to over glue because you don't want to go into your pocket and accidentally glue your pocket closed. And then we'll glue this down here. Give that a good seal. And then we've got our cute little pocket that our little card can go into. Now, because that card fits in there really well, and I'm not the best at getting things out, I thought it would be nice to use these 2 museum tags that I had left over and use those as a tag on the top of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those to use as a tab pull. So put that one, tried my best to center it, and then I will glue my other one here. Do the little finger smoosh, and then try my best to line them up like that. There we go. And if you have a little bit of overhang, like you didn't cut them exact, obviously you can trim that. You can ink it like this side here, push it up a little bit. Yeah. And then I'll go through and re-ink these and trim them up so that they look really nice and they match. And then that can go in there. And then I did want to decorate this a little bit. So because that mushroom and then there's like little small mushrooms over on that side, I wanted to kind of balance that big mushroom and I want to decorate this because I plan on gluing this into a journal like this because I don't want to see the back of that. And I think it would be a really cute pocket. And if it's glued in, we can also stuff some more stuff in there. Let me get that glued down. And then I want to put my little study down. And then I'll put my little butterfly down. Rules of threes in decorating. I'm sure if you've watched any other channels, you have heard that before. And there's that cute little pocket. So we'll set that aside and let's work on our final one here. So this one, once you cut it out, you want to score along the two tabs, the top and the bottom. On the inside, you only really need to ink this one here because you'll see that. And I like to ink the tops of the flap, that side of the flap, because when you fold it, you do see a little bit of it. Okay, so we're going to just put glue on these two tabs. And don't glue your pocket shut. Watch where your glue goes. Don't be a messy gluer like me. This is what happens when you get to the end of the bottle, though, too, because it starts to like volcano out. So it makes it tough. I see a little bit more glue down there, and I don't want to accidentally glue my pocket shut. So let's wipe all that off. There we go. And then I'm going to very carefully make sure that before I like push hard to seal it, I'm going to make sure that my sides meet up and that they don't hang over. And that looks good. So I'll go ahead and press those down to seal that glue. Okay, so then again, printed plain on this side. You could decorate these if you wanted to. I like them just the way they are. I think they are so cute. I really am happy with how those came out. So I'm just going to put them right in my little envelope. And obviously, because this side is decorated, I mean, if you wanted to glue it into a journal, you could, but I don't think that you need to because of how cute it is. You could just put this into a pocket or use a, what's the word I'm looking for? A hidden paperclip. Wow, I lost the word for a minute there. Okay, so we're going to I want to put this little tree stump on this side because this side's a little plain. Okay, so I want to put this one here, and then I'm going to use this as my closure. So we're going to put this here so that way, and then just glue half of it. So that way that'll be my closure. So I'm just going to put a line of glue, just like that. And then to make sure that I don't accidentally glue my pocket shut when I do these, what I like to do is I actually hold it like this and center it, and then push it down. And then I let it dry like that before I start messing with it. And that is our mini folios for this week. So let's go through again real quick what we made. So we have this one here that you can either glue into your journal or you can clip in. These go inside of our pockets here. I think I might have glued a little more, so I'll need to, if you ever have this problem, let me actually show you what you do if you have this problem where you accidentally glue. So if you ever accidentally, I'm tripping over things. If you accidentally glue your pocket a little too much, what you can do is you can come in with your flat ruler and just kind of push it side to side to kind of open up that pocket a little bit more, or get any pieces of glue that might have stuck a little too much. And if that still doesn't work, then you just can come in and you can just trim your cards down to size. This one is a very tight fit, as you can see. Let me fix this. I think it's this corner here where it's getting stuck. So then what I'll do is help use my ruler here to help guide my card in. There we go. And then, like I said, you can also put them this way. The lined side looks really cute too, but I really like the contrasting patterns. I did not do a very good job of gluing these. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't overglue. Don't overglue or your tags won't fit in your pockets, and then you're going to be sad like me because you're going to be struggling to get your tags in your pockets. It's okay. This is what happens when you glue, when you craft live, is that things happen. That's okay. And you can see I'm just working my ruler in there. Just be careful you don't push too hard because you don't want to tear your paper. That would be very sad. Tear your pocket. But even tears we can fix. So then as you watch me struggle, I'm sorry. Oh, that's very sad. Okay, well, I have to fix this pocket, I guess. I might have to tear this pocket off and redo it. Let's see though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I might have gotten it enough that I can get my tag in there now. Yeah, there we go. I did it. Okay, so that closes up like this. And what I liked about having this pattern is that because it kind of blends in, you don't see the card sticking above it here. So these are what we made this week. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want a say in what I make next week, I am debating either a altered paperclip or doing a specimen card. Both of those will be tutorials at some point during the Junk Journal Journey 2025. But if there's one that you want to see ahead of time, go ahead and put that in the comments below. Make sure you check out my Ko-fi because I will be having a new kit coming out. That's a full Junk Journal kit that I'm going to release tomorrow, and it'll be my first one. So go ahead, check that out, and give me a like, give me a comment, show me what you've made, tag me on social media. Use the hashtag Junk Journal Journey 2025 so I can find it easily. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye-bye.